A change of the form or nature of a thing or person into a completely different one by natural or supernatural means. I used to be so numb, walking amongst the living. I was so broken. I was so scarred. I know what it's like to smile when you're dying inside, to look like everything is perfect on the outside, but you're shattered on the inside. I know what it's like to look in the mirror and see absolutely nothing. I know what it's like to wake up spiritually and emotionally dead. I used to think that I wasn't worthy of love nor happiness. I had been abused on so many levels and beaten until it seemed like normal everyday life. You see, I was abused as a child, raped by a 21-year-old relative when I was 9 years old. The abuse continued, and I endured 15 and a half years of domestic violence that started my junior year in high school. I used to contemplate suicide almost daily for over 30 years. I had no faith in God for many, many years because I couldn't understand why I was even born. I couldn't understand why God would allow anyone to endure the horrible things that I did and yet say He loves me. I recall being beaten so bad that oftentimes you couldn't even recognize who I was. Beating so bad that I could never keep a steady job. Beating so bad that I endured 2 miscarriages, not to mention the countless thoughts of suicide, all of those years that started right after my rape. I was drowning in a sea of darkness and always on the edge, until one day something happened, something I never believed was even possible, for me that is. I woke up and everything inside of me changed. I was tired. Tired of acting, tired of pretending, tired of being tired. I wanted to live. I wanted to be happy. I wanted to love. I looked in the mirror and for the first time, I saw me. It was like being blind all of your life and seeing yourself for the very first time. I remember crying as though one of my children had died. I cried for hours. It was like a cleansing, a detox. And I knew that leaving my ex was what I had to do in order to find any of these things. I left him and I established a relationship with myself. I didn't even know who I was, but I was definitely going to find out, and I did. I wasn't going to let my children live a childhood that they would have to recover from as I did. I want to tell you that no matter where you have been or where you are now, it does not determine where you are going. It does not define who you are. All of these things, no matter how ugly, are preparing you for something so much bigger than yourself. I know firsthand. I now understand how special I was and that God chose me for this. He knew that I was strong enough to get through it and that by doing so, I can be the light for so many others. I used to be so ashamed of my story, and now I realize that over the years of sharing my story, I have healed myself and so many others. Life is amazing. It's not perfect for me, but it's about as perfect can get. Each day is a gift, and I wake up every day ready to unwrap it. I am living proof that you can still find heaven, even if you've gone through hell.